Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're watching NDTV. Now the Election Commission of India has reacted to Congress leader Rahul Gandhi's allegations of irregularities in the Maharashtra Assembly elections. The poll body has said that it would respond in writing and added that the Commission deeply values views, suggestions and questions which are raised by political parties. Now this was in response to Rahul Gandhi voicing concerns over Maharashtra Assembly elections. His focal charge was that the electoral roll, which we understand is the most essential document in an election, contains updated names of voters. He said that that electoral roll is being manipulated. Now, he was seated next to India Bloc allies Sanjay Raut from the Shiv Sena-UBT and Supriya Sule from NCP-SS. Rahul Gandhi also has asked ECI as to how could 9.7 crore people cast their votes in Maharashtra Assembly when the state has an adult population of only 9.4 crore. Now remember, the census is yet to be conducted in this country. So this number, he said, he was quoting from the Health Ministry data. He said this while responding to a question. Now Rahul Gandhi has also demanded electoral rolls of both Assembly and Lok Sabha elections, and he has asked for answers on what he claims as major additions to the voter list, especially in constituencies where the BJP has won. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has rejected these claims, saying that the Congress party is raising them only because it knows it will get defeated in the Delhi election results that are to be announced tomorrow. Mr. Fadnavis, in fact, also said that Rahul Gandhi needs to introspect, otherwise there will be no revival of the Congress party. Remember, all of this is happening in the context of Maharashtra elections, where the Maha led by the BJP and Shiv Sena and NCP registered a landslide victory in November, just months after facing a setback in Lok Sabha 2024. Now, is the opposition party, Congress specifically, trying to indulge in fear-mongering and also undermining of institutions? Or should the ECI look at more confidence-building measures amongst political parties? What did Rahul Gandhi say exactly? How did the ECI respond to this? Well, here's a report.
Just a day before the crucial Delhi election results, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, along with other opposition leaders from Maharashtra, has once again raised concerns over alleged voter anomalies in the recent Maharashtra Assembly elections, where the NDA secured a landslide victory. At a press conference, the leaders alleged discrepancies in voters' list and electoral malpractice. Rahul Gandhi claimed that a massive number of voters had been added in Maharashtra in a short span, questioning the legitimacy of the new voters.
हिमाचल जितने वोटर्स ऐड हुए हैं, महाराष्ट्र से पॉपुलेशन से ज्यादा इलेक्शन कमीशन कह रहा है कि वोटर्स हैं. Now, these are not speculations. These are facts. And this is not our data. This is Election Commission data. These are Election Commission numbers.
The opposition leaders called for an independent investigation into the alleged voter anomalies and urged the Election Commission to uphold the sanctity of the democratic process. They also demanded details of Maharashtra voters list from the poll body.
अगर एक सशक्त लोकतंत्र रखना हो तो फेयर इलेक्शन तो होना ही है. बड़ी विनम्रता से हम कहना चाहते हैं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन ये फेयर होना चाहिए, इतनी हमारी मांग है. और जो हमें जो वोटर्स लिस्ट फोटो सब मांग रहे बस हमें दे दे, बाकी हम लोग क्या मांग रहे.
However, Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has dismissed these allegations, calling them baseless and part of a narrative being spun in the run-up to the Delhi poll results.
वोटर्स कहाँ से आए, वोटर कहाँ आए, किसका नाम काटा, इसका सारा जवाब इलेक्शन कमीशन ने दिया हुआ है. राहुल गांधी एक प्रकार से कवर फायरिंग कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनको पता है 8 तारीख को दिल्ली के रिजल्ट के बाद उनकी पार्टी का दिल्ली में नामो निशान समाप्त होने वाला है. इसलिए उस दिन क्या बोलना और किस प्रकार से नया नैरेटिव तैयार करना, इसकी प्रैक्टिस वो कर रहे हैं.
The Election Commission had previously addressed these concerns and rubbished the allegations, but with the timing of this renewed attack by the opposition, questions are being raised about its political significance. With Bureau Report, this is Radhika Ramaswamy for NDTV.
Okay, joining us now is Radhika Khera of the BJP. We have Rakesh Shetty of the Congress Party, O.P. Rawat, former Chief Election Commissioner. We also have Susie Ben Shah of the Shiv Sena and Seema Malik of the NCP-SS. Thank you, all of you, for joining me on this broadcast. To you, Mr. Rawat, first, Rahul Gandhi says that the number of voters cannot be more than the people who live in the state. We have not had a census yet. He's saying that he's quoting Ministry of Health data. The second charge is that a significant group of people were added in the run-up to the polls, and the third is that this is the group of voters that gets added to the list every time there's an assembly poll. Now, this sounds quite intriguing. It sounds quite ridiculous. How seriously should these allegations, should these observations be taken? And as of now, how do you see the response of the ECI in this matter? Because this is not the first time he's raising this. Immediately after Maharashtra elections also, the Congress party did raise this issue.
I agree with you. Whatever allegations have been made, that number of voters are more than the population. Now, all these things have been, I think, clarified by Election Commission time and again. But still, if they insist, Election Commission should furnish the total data of population, number of voters in Maharashtra. Again, there is no issue on that because the Election Commission always works as a referee, and the sort of creditworthiness before all the stakeholders is very important for them. So they can give. And electoral rolls copies are already given free of cost to all the parties participating in election and working in the state. So whatever they are saying that electoral roll should be given, it is already given free of cost.
Mr. Rawat, Rahul Gandhi is also saying that they get access to the decentralized rolls and he wants access to the centralized roll. Is that something that's part of the protocol? Is that something that the ECI can provide?
No, that we do not provide. In fact, when that kind of data is asked by political parties, Election Commission only shares the image of the data, not digital data. So that cannot be done.
Okay. Radhika,
for obvious reasons.
Yes. Mr. Rawat, I'll also come back to you because we have many questions to ask you. Ms. Khera, how do you see this controversy, ma'am? Because does this in some ways, undermine your victory or reduce the scale of your efforts? Also, Rahul Gandhi is talking about the constitution now, saying that this is, an attempt to destroy the constitution, and the political impact of this, how do you gauge that?
Today, we confront yet another manufactured controversy by Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the man who has declared war against the nation itself, and he's done that from his own new party office. The man who has never won a direct fight is now crying foul over Maharashtra Assembly elections. And his latest claim is that 3.9 million new voters have been fraudulently added within 5 months. But let's be clear, these accusations are not just baseless, they are actually laughable. Now, the Election Commission follows a very rigorous and transparent process for voter registration, voter minusing voters, and the entire process. And every update is in line with the due process. The Maharashtra Chief Minister has rightly said, and I would like to quote him again here, when he says that they can see that they're getting 0 seats, so they want to divert. And even Eknath Shinde has rightly said that it's a 440-volt shock that they have received after losing Maharashtra elections. Having said that, what's truly ironical, is that the Congress party, which has a documented history of meddling with the Election Commission, now is daring to question the credibility of an Election Commission which is free and fair for once. How can we forget that during the UPA rule, Naveen Chawla, a very well-known Gandhi family loyalist, was appointed the Chief Election Commissioner. We all know how his wife did a common degree diploma with Sonia Gandhi ji, and how they were friends, and how many times he was given so much land, and how all Congress MPs would give money from their MP Lad fund for his trust. So his conduct was declared by the Shah Commission as unfit for public office during the emergency. His term was entirely marred with bias. And today they're questioning an election commissioner who has never compromised, and there has been no such incident and no such favoritism has been seen in any place over here. Now, having said that, again, let's expose Rahul Gandhi's hypocrisy a little further. If elections are rigged, how does his party win Karnataka, Telangana, and Himachal Pradesh? Well, then let's get out the voter list for everywhere else also where he's won. How did they win the alliance election in Jharkhand and Jammu and Kashmir? If elections are rigged, how did he get the kind of seats that he did in the Lok Sabha? We would have got a clear mandate. Why would we
not needing anyone, and we would have crossed our so far.
Okay.
So you have to make senseless claims and not divert from the fact Rahul Gandhi needs to divert his energy on building his party.
Mr.
Apni
Shetty,
line
Rahul
lambi
Gandhi now
kare,
says that the
party
next
ending.
step is going to be the judiciary. He'll be knocking the doors of the judiciary, and that this is also an attempt to destroy the constitution. How do you expect this to resonate on the ground? Because results are here for everybody to see. In fact, it's the Congress party and the collected opposition that reduced the BJP to, a reduced mandate to 40 seats. In fact, you got 99 seats. How do you expect people of this country to, to get convinced that the BJP is trying to, or the ECI is trying to help the BJP by manipulating the electoral rolls in just 6 months? Mr. Shetty?
Our country is one of the largest economy. What we are asking is for the free and fair election. Now it is very clear, Lok Sabha results in Maharashtra. Let us focus on that. Out of 48 seats, our alliance has got 31 seats. And Devendra Fadnavis, BJP plus their alliance has got 70. Now, let us come to the data. From 2019 to 2024, 35 lakhs new voters were registered in 5 years. And as soon as they lost their Lok Sabha in Maharashtra, 40 lakhs voters have been added in the list in just 4 months, which is not possible. And first the election commission had resigned, then a new election commissioner was appointed. In this committee, Bharatiya Janata Party don't trust the CJ of this country. They have kept him out of that committee, and 2 people, Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, are appointing the chief election commissioner. So the entire question, the entire election process has been doubted. And when Rahul Gandhi took a press conference, we are very much clear. What we are asking is for the data. Why is election commission not giving us clear data? And how can even your audience can make it out in 4 months, adding 40 lakhs new voters is hardly not possible.
Okay.
That's what our doubt is, and I want election commission to clear all our doubts.
Okay, Susie Ben Shah, your response, ma'am.
Good evening to all, and let us understand this very clearly, that unfounded, unbiased allegations can never be supported. Now, let me tell you this. It has been 5 months or more maybe that the results are out. The electoral roll is a matter of public record. Even today, if you go to the constituency's election office, you can get the entire record. What is stopping them? The only thing that is stopping them is that they don't have the cadre. They just want to create hysteria, create frenzy, and attacking the institutions. That is not going to work. And my friend Radhika is absolutely clear. The Congress is going to be vanquished in Delhi. So this is kind of a prelude that they are creating, trying to sidetrack. Secondly, now let us get the facts together in Maharashtra. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, and I think all over India, the same system is followed. When the electoral roll is to be finalized, the list, before getting finalized, is put up on the website. You're called for objections, your whatever you require to be, you are supposed to, if there are any objections, you are supposed to write to them. Nothing was done. When they lose miserably, they play the victim part and sound like crybabies. Now I'll tell you this. Why there is an increase in the voters from the Lok Sabha to the Assembly. You see, Lok Sabha, the Maha government, we were really little saddened and concerned as to how we got such less seats. We went back to the drawing board. We ensured that our voters were registered through our Karyakartas. Let us not forget, BJP and Shiv Sena combined are one of the largest party cadre in Maharashtra and now maybe in India. Secondly, so the 35 lakhs voters or whatever, it is sheer hard work. It is going to the ground, bootstrapping and ensuring that our voters come together and vote for the Mahayuti, the performing Mahayuti, and not the Bigadi. Okay. Lastly, I'm so shocked. You see, Sharad Pawar is our grand old politician of Maharashtra. When the results were declared, what did he say? That I attribute victory to the Ladki Behan Yojana, spearheaded by the then Chief Minister, Eknath Rauji Shinde, and he said, I'm not going to be any party to unfounded, baseless allegations. What did the Supreme Court say throughout the PIL? कि भैया कुछ तो proof दिखाओ.
Okay.
You can't just create frenzy. Frenzy for what?
Okay, Seema Malik. Seema Malik, you're from NCP-SP. Yes, ma'am. You had the best strike rate in Lok Sabha elections 2024 in the Maharashtra parties. You could have raised these allegations even then. How did the electoral roll change?
We were not crybabies. Last. We were not crybabies. We got to the ground, started working, and we delivered.
Seema Malik, yeah.
I'm telling you, ma'am, I'm not surprised by their reaction, whether it is Radhika ji or Sushi Ben Shah ji. I'm not very much surprised. Because whenever we talk about the election commission, they start speaking like a spokesperson of the election commission. And see, we just want a fair and transparent elections where very humbly we are asking for the voters list of the Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha elections of the Maharashtra. Because our team is working on that and we have found many irregularities in that. And that's the simple thing we just want to know because we have seen that like in MV, if you talk about MBA, whether it is Shiv Sena or NCP or the Congress, there is no increase in the voters list. But there is an increase, if you see the BJP's list, there is an increase of 35,000 voters in that. And the most interesting thing is that these were from where these voters came and the most interesting thing is that BJP won on those places where these voters are increased. So there is a doubt in everybody's mind, and we are simpling. This is our right. This is a democratic country, and we just want to know what is the
fair enough, Mr. Rawat. Before I come to you, Radhika,
we are not very humbly. We are
Radhika, you heard Seema also. She's saying that they're just basically asking for electoral votes. Why should the EC not give us that?
They start abusing us.
Vasudha, I don't know. I'm not aware whether. Vasudha, I'm not aware whether how involved
that we are there.
Okay. Let Radhika respond now. Seema Malik, you've made your point. Let Radhika respond now.
My name is Radhika,
spoken a lot. Let me give me some time.
Well, you get the chance as many seats as the amount of the.
Again, she will start abusing and nothing else. Naveen Chavda and all those things.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Seema. Let her just make her point.
Talking all these things. See, we are just asking for the.
I am not aware, Vasudha, how. Oh God, ma'am,
71 lakh is not.
Okay, let's listen to Radhika now, please.
Vasudha, I am not aware how actively involved the BJP the Congress spokesperson sitting over here or the NCP spokesperson have been in the election process. So it is a very clear thing. Every time a new list is up. So let me complete. So let me complete.
Finish your point.
Please let me complete. I am not aware, and I've said that I am not aware. I don't know who you are, so I am not aware. I am not aware how much knowledge you have of the election process. Now, when there is an election and there is please, Vasudha, sorry, please mute them. This is
Radhika, can we just have Radhika, please?
40,000 voters were never even put on the electoral roll.
Okay, Radhika, please respond. I'll come back to you, Mr. Shetty.
Now, every time there is an updated election, where there's an election, the updated electoral list is available at the EC office, and anyone, you don't have to be from a political party, you can go over there and get the list. It is available to public. There is an election voter app also available. You can check everything over there. Now for checking, now this is the responsibility. It's what all political parties do. सब अपने कार्यकर्ताओं को list पकड़ाते हैं. That is why you have पन्ना अध्यक्ष, बूथ अध्यक्ष, and booth पे कार्यकर्ता चाहिए होता है वसुधा. So the booth workers go घर घर and check whether the voter is there or not. We did that exercise in Delhi. But again, here Aam Aadmi Party also has a problem. The problem is only with those parties who do not have a cadre. A cadre-based party will never have that issue. Now, having said that,
Mr. Shetty,
one more thing which is very important. Now, Rahul Gandhi has an issue. Every time someone, Vasudha, you have covered Congress a lot, so you are very well aware of Rahul Gandhi and his the way he reacts. If someone will come and tell him something, ki boss ye hai, so he will pick up that. The problem is that he thinks that India's democracy,
let's get a response from the Congress spokesperson, and I have to go to Mr. Rawat. He's the expert here.
It cannot be dictated by Diners.
Mr. Shetty, you know, she's making an important point here that it's the organizational work that matters and not really these theories. What do you have to say to that?
See, the important part is I contested the assembly election from Mulund Assembly, Mumbai constituency. Now, election office gave me an electoral which counted 2,90,000 voters. But the actual voters were 3,30,000. So there is a difference of 40,000 voters, and I can show you that electoral list lying in my office. It is 2,90,000.
Did you take that to court and get a stay on your result? Did you go to court and get a stay on your result? Because if that was there, court would have given you a stay.
Okay.
Did you get a stay?
Let me respond.
Court gumrah karo the public. Please show the documents of you going to court for
the
this.
election commission? Don't be so aggressive. You will raise your BP.
Okay.
We are requesting the election commission. We are requesting the election commission.
Okay, Mr. Rawat, one important question I wanted to ask
Why are
you
you getting aggressive?
is that, all of us agree that the electoral roll is the most important basic document for conducting polls, and all of us have to understand there's sanctity to it. So if the opposition is asking something, of course the ECI needs to respond, but it's a complicated process. Mr. Rawat, tell us how hard and challenging is maintaining that list of votes, considering that there are factors such as migration, voter motivation. How can the ECI address these allegations ranging from deletion of names of voters to incorrect names, unassigned booths? Because people have also been talking about how there is a need to delink this process of updating electoral rolls from the election process. What are the kind of reforms that you think are very important so that these doubts and these speculations and apprehensions don't rise?
Actually, these apprehensions can be easily addressed if the concerned person goes to the returning officer's office and gets the electoral roll, gets all the explanations, whatever queries or doubts he has or she has, they can get all these. Whereas reforms are concerned, Election Commission has been doing it continuously, like deduplication software, photo recognition software. They use all these things and then send the booth level officer for physical verification to the house. And only after that, addition and deletions take place. They put so much of technology in electoral roll updation that nothing is left. And when I spoke in Harvard University on this issue, I was surprised that even the professors there were asking me that this kind of software, these technologies you should be giving to US, because we don't have photo electoral roll, we don't have digital electoral roll, we don't have these things. So I personally feel that whatever Election Commission has done for electoral roll updation, technological inclusion, all those things are in place and nothing is wrong. Whatever.
Okay. Last question, Mr. Rahul, why can't the ECI give the centralized electoral roll that Rahul Gandhi is asking for?
No, they don't want centralized.
Yeah.
Centralized is never given.
Why, Susie Benshai? Why can't it? He's saying that the process is decentralized.
No.
It is not maintained. It is not maintained that way.
Okay, so it's not maintained.
Besides, you see, we are not a banana republic. We have some rules, right? If you're concerned of particular assembly, go to the RO office. Please get the electoral roll. It is available. It is a public record, for heaven's sake.
Okay.
Get the cadre to examine it. I just don't understand. What is this bogey being raised? The silly conspiracy theory.
Okay, all of you have made your points. Thank you so much for joining me on this broadcast. This seems to be something that will come up again and again. Rahul Gandhi, they're raising questions over electoral list. But of course, the ruling party saying that this is just fear-mongering and the fear of defeat in Delhi election results that are going to be announced tomorrow. The Election Commission of India has also said that it will provide in writing all the facts that Rahul Gandhi has sought. Of course, and BJP thinking that this is also an attempt to divert attention from the Congress's own failures to win.